All right, new week, new video. Start off, we just made a huge mess. Evan clearly did not listen to me and picked up the bucket of transmission fluid, therefore it tipped over. So we got him cleaning her up. We were gonna keep all these parts, but clearly now we're just gonna throw them all away. Kyle's got his Ford sold. Just doing a quick service before it heads out the door to the new owner. Over here, just finished up a dual disc clutch. Valair, of course. Ty got her installed. He's a little camera shy today. This one just had a really bad throwout bearing. Clutch was coming apart. G56. So we threw a new clutch in it. It's ready to go out the door. Got a new U-joint, new rear main. So we ran in the office here, got the mic on, test. We're gonna go back out in the shop, show you guys a few things. I wanted to get the mic on because we're gonna go outside, do a little bit of walking around, show you guys what we've been doing. Nothing too crazy in this video. We're gonna talk about the truck show we're doing in October, give you a few details on that. This is that LML part out. We're getting ready to shove it back outside. We got most of the good parts off of it. The rest we'll just pick off and pull off outside. A few fast filter packs. The old High Country sitting on the 38s. The 6.7 outside. If you paid attention to our other videos, you know we had to put a motor in this one. Had a burnt piston, bunch of blow by. So we got this thing all done. Really crazy issue I want to show you guys. When we got it done, it was still had a slight miss on cylinder 5. And we're like, what the heck, maybe we got a bad injector. We put all new injectors in this thing. So new motor, new injectors, new everything. It really should not have a miss. Long story short, still had a miss on cylinder 5. We swapped injector just to make sure it wouldn't be that. It wasn't. Ohm the wires, wasn't that. Last but not least would be the ECM. So we actually ended up finding out that the ECM was bad on this thing. We put a used ECM on it, programmed it. It's all good to go now. But to what I think happened was possibly the ECM went bad. It was over fueling the number 5 injector. I don't know. Maybe that's a little far-fetched, but I kind of think that's what happened. Kyle's sending her off to her new home. Anyways, this is the next truck we're gonna get ready to pull in. Get rid of that factory grid heater. You don't have to worry about the bolt, or the nut I should say, melting off, falling into your engine, and then it'll cost you a whole engine. We've been doing quite a few of these, so we're gonna get ready to pull that thing in. We'll show you guys that kit if you've never seen one. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys down here, show you a couple other trucks that we bought. We buy quite a few trucks sight unseen. Guys will text us, Snapchat us, whatever. You know, ones that are wrecked, non-running, some are running, whatever the issue might be, you know, we'll shoot them a price, we'll go pick them up, that sort of thing, or I'll send a tow truck guy after it. This is one that we just bought. It's just a 6.0 Ford. Guy said it had some transmission problems. He was obviously using it as a welding rig. I think he got a newer one or something, doesn't need this one. I believe that welder runs. I never even asked him. We'll check it out, whatever. It's a diesel welder generator. Engine on the 6.0 seems to run good. We're going to try to fix the transmission problem. Probably just put a used tranny in it, and then we'll be selling this rig. But right beside it, it's a Dodge. It's like an 04 Dodge. Guy brought his own engine to put in it. The original engine in this Dodge here windowed the block, so he brought his own engine. We're going to get that slapped in there. Moving down along the line, got a 6.4 or 6.7, I should say, needs a motor. We got a used one we're going to put in it. Now this Dodge here, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea whose it is. I probably talked to them about it, but they got it towed in, dropped off or whatever. I cannot remember who it is, so if they happen to watch the video, give us a text or something. But there's no plates on it, no registration. Yeah, kind of embarrassing. Coming down here, we got this Dodge here, we got it diagnosed. Customer brought it in, it's low on power. Got to looking, it's losing fuel pressure when you hook a trailer up to it. Put a gauge on the low pressure pump. I'll pop the hood here so you guys can see where to put them gauges, just in case you're curious. It's super easy to do on a Dodge. You put the you put the gauge right into the pump, go right into the CP3, get a special banjo fitting. You can run your gauge right inside the window, zip tight to the mirror, whatever you want. But anyways, it has no lift pump pressure. The factory lift pump on these 03s was mounted right behind the fuel filter, and now they got an updated design that you can put one in the tank. Most of these have already been converted, so I'm pretty surprised it's not been done. So we got that to put in there. Should be good to go. going around behind the shop. We're going to show you guys what's behind there. We got a little junkyard. Some guys like seeing that kind of stuff, you know, what's behind here. So let's check it out. And first things first, this is our burnout alley. We poured that last year for one thing and one thing only, burnouts. We did a truck show last year. If you didn't come, you should have been there. It was a great time. It was a one-day event. The last couple of years, guys were on me about doing a truck show, so finally, you know, I said, let's do one. It was to celebrate 10 years in business. Like I said, it was a one-day event. We had a dyno lined up for it. Unfortunately, last minute, they canceled on us. Then Matt Story at Blessed Performance, he was so kind, and he allowed us to go get his dyno out in Wyoming. So I sent a guy to pick it up, brought it out here. Me and a bunch of good friends and a crew ran that dyno. We ran about 50 trucks on that thing. It was super cool, super awesome. A lot of nitrous. I think we only windowed one truck. It was pretty crazy. So yeah, this year though, we're gonna have the show be a 2-day show, or like a day and a half. It's October 23rd, 24th, right there on that burnout alley. This year though, we're gonna put the dyno. Then around back, we're gonna do pour more concrete for like a burnout pit, burnout alley. I'll take you back there so you can check it out. Before we head back there, you can see all these lovely trucks. Most of these are part outs. The bus is also a part out, or it's gonna be used for storage, that sort of thing. All these are part outs. This 6.4 is actually one I bought. It's got some fuel system problems. Bringing it fixed up. Camper for sale if anybody needs one. Anyways, dent side build that my wife's building. We got a YouTube video coming out here in a week or so, giving you some updates on that and the frame and everything that's sitting right there. If you didn't catch that or put 2 and 2 together, it'll be a dent side, crew cab dent side on a 6.7 Ford frame, 2016. So that'll be super cool. Another part out truck, another part out truck, 4 part out truck, just a storage container. I literally bought a big box truck just for the storage container. More part outs. Some of these are pretty well scrapped out. We'll cut the axles off of these and scrap the rest of it. Obviously scrapping that. So we got to get a bunch of this cleaned up. Hope to do that in the next few weeks, because all these trucks are supposed to be inside this pen. There's a ton of trucks back here, as you can see. So we're gonna get them organized, scrap the ones that really don't have much good left in them. Back to the truck show thing. What I'd like to do this year is pour a, 100 to 200 foot burnout alley, so you guys can kind of see the burnouts on both sides. And then the burnout alley will go into a burnout pit. Now the burnout pit won't be open all day. The burnout alley, I'd like to leave that open all day. A lot of guys like the burnout thing, where you got to have something to do all day. Otherwise the shows just get boring, whether it's mud drags, dirt drags, whatever, truck pulls, you got to have something. So that's what our plan is this year. It'll be like a day and a half. More details to come. We'll be posting a bunch of the stuff. We got a website set up for the registration and all that. We'll go back inside the shop here and then show you guys a few other things, what we're doing this week. You see the 80-foot flagpole. A lot of guys like seeing that. Anyways, so back to the truck show. All the show trucks will be out in the hayfield. Obviously, we'll get all these guys moved. And then the vendors, a lot of them will be through here in the grass. Then around the front of the shop, food trucks will probably be in front of the shop. We're gonna have more food trucks this year. Fill all this up with show trucks. If we need more room, we'll go over here on the other side of the burnout alley, put more show trucks. Should be a lot more organized this year. Not saying it was bad last year, but we had no idea what to expect. To be honest, I was not planning on doing another show, but a lot of guys have begged me, said, it was just a great show, or I don't know. It's a decent spot anyways. It's out in the country. It's not in the middle of town. It's right on the highway. So yeah, we're gonna do another one. Not gonna say it's gonna be the biggest. I don't want it to be the biggest. I just want to be a good drama-free show with a lot of nitrous and a lot of burnouts. If anybody wants to be a vendor, you know, hit me up, text us, email us, whatever. It'd be great. I want to get some more vendors in here. I got quite a few lined up, but it never hurts to have more. All right, so let's run back inside, then we're gonna go over a few other projects that we've been working on, show you what's new and what's came for the first gen and what we're waiting on. All right, so coming in here, we got that Dodge in here that we talked about earlier. It's getting the Banks grid heater kit. We got the new intake horn on there. Ty got it all installed. The new intake plenums down there. So this intake horn has a big old heater probe that sits in there instead of the original heater. We got all those old parts here in the back. We're just gonna send it with him. But this is the original intake plenum. So what happens is this grid heater nut right here, take it out so we can see it. That little guy right there gets too hot. Sometimes the relay sticks on or it just becomes loose. And that nut will drop inside your engine. And obviously if it goes in the engine, that's not good. Starts popping around on top of one of the pistons. That's not good. Valves break, engine's toast, you know. Yeah, sometimes you could probably get by, just put a piston and a head in it, but at that point, then a lot of guys just put an engine in it because it can score the cylinder wall. Yeah, that's not good. So we've been selling a ton of them. I wasn't a huge fan of them, or I didn't think it was a huge necessity at first, but we have seen a few of the nuts come loose now. It's a pretty good upgrade. You know, it's, I want to say $700-800 in parts. Some guys do it themselves or they bring it here. We'll put them on. Moving on, let's talk about the first gen. We got some cool updates for it. We're not going to talk about it a lot because I'm going to make a separate video on that. But first, before we go over to the first gen, we got something else. Right there, 10-speed GM transmission. It's a reman from GM, converter, everything, fluids in it. You install it, and you got to put a couple more quarts of fluid in it, whatever, program it. We've been doing, or we're going to do quite a few of these, I should say. We really haven't done many of them. This particular truck that this one's going into, we did try a valve body in it. Didn't fix the issue, actually kind of made it worse, I want to say. But so we got a training for it, and then we got two other ones we got to order, or one's on order, and then we got another truck that I believe is probably going to need a transmission. I think we're going to take the good valve body that we got on hand. It's kind of a test valve body now. We're going to put it in this other truck and then try it out, because there's really not a great way to diagnose these 10 speeds. I hate to say it, but these transmissions just aren't great. You know, this truck has 180 on it. The other one has 200. The other truck with the issue has 125,000. So yeah, that's our opinion on the 10 speeds. I wish they were still a 6-speed. They hold a lot more power. They seem to last longer. Anyways, moving on to the first gen. We did get the head for it. Fleece O-ringed head. New gasket. You got to use their gasket because that O-ring will sit down, you know, inside the gasket. Yeah. I do have something else to show you guys. Before I forget, we had an LOI come in. 120,000 miles, I want to say, on it or something. Nothing crazy. Guy said, you got a coolant leak, probably needs a head gasket. I said, nah, I doubt it. It's just a leak, whatever. You know, he didn't know a whole lot about it. He just bought it. Anyways, he dropped it off, and we pulled a coolant cap, you know, to see if the coolant was overpressurized. And I'm gonna go out here and see if it'll do again. And then this way you guys know how to tell if a truck needs head gaskets. A lot of you guys like to fill the upper radiator hose, and yes, that does get rock hard if it needs head gaskets, but generally speaking, it'll also be hard too if it's just up to operating temp, because that thing will hold 15 PSI when it's working normal. Anyways, we're gonna run out here and I'll show you guys. Hopefully it does it again, because it's pretty wicked. All right, here we go. It's this LLY out here, 05. New uniform showed up today. We're gonna shut it off, pop the hood. I'm showing them how to tell if it actually needs a head gasket. So everyone thinks that just because the hose is hard. Woo! That's how you know. That's insane. So there you have it. That's how you know. All right, so we're gonna head back inside. We're gonna pull that up and wash it off, but then we're gonna get ready to pull the cab on that thing. I've already kind of talked to him about that. Gonna do a bunch of different things to it while the heads are off. We always do thermostats, glow plugs, water pump, Obviously, you gotta have machine work on the heads. Send them up to Arnold Motor Supply. They'll take care of that. They pick the heads up here and deliver them. What else do we do? ARP head studs, Molly C, or grade C head gaskets. Got a 6.0 here. Hasn't been ran in a while. It's been sitting. New batteries in it. Guy said he thinks it needs an injector. It just smokes like crazy. So we're gonna tear into that, try to figure out what's going on. I personally don't think it needs an injector just by looking at it. But if it does need one, it's probably gonna need all 8. First things first, probably gonna figure out if that's coolant or if it's fuel. Yeah, we'll tear into this. What'd you say? Fuel. Straight fuel? Not coolant. So Ty says it's not coolant, so that's easy enough, I guess.
Fuel mixed with water.
Could be fuel mixed with water. So if it's fuel, it's probably at least 1 injector. I did just remember something though. This guy said that it's got an aftermarket fuel tank in it, and he said that it leaks water into the fuel. I kind of forgot about that. So we'll probably need to drain some fuel. It does say water and fuel. I kind of forgot about that. So it might have ruined the injectors though, but probably gonna get the fuel drained out and go from there. Take a minute to admire my dad's LMM here. Used to be a single wheel. The rear axle went out of it, so we converted it to a dually. Left the single wheels up front. It's got, I don't know, 250,000 miles or something. 250,000 miles, I think. Had a new dash put in it. 122. Yeah, she's a straight unit. They ran a rod up through the tranny pan, and it had a big tranny leak, so we got that fixed up for him. He's gonna come grab it. But anyways, that's this week's video. Nothing too crazy going on. I just want to get that video out of here, show you guys what we're doing in the shop this week, and then I want to talk about our truck show that we're officially posting about. A lot more details to come. We got some cool vendors that are hopping on board to come. We're also looking for more vendors. With that being said, shoot us an email at petefarmstruckfest@gmail.com. If you want to be a vendor, it'd be awesome. We'll get you some pricing for that. Also, go to petefarms.com. You can buy your show and shine ticket on there. And then there's also, this year, there's a VIP show and shine. We're only doing it for 20 trucks. They'll be parked right in front of the storage unit building. You'll have your own little spot, kind of. It's kind of like a booth for your truck because it'll be separated from all the others. It's right on the rock, right there. You'll see everything. So that's pretty cool. And then also, you can buy your regular general admission on there. I also want to add, for the next 24 hours, if you use coupon code PeteFarms5, you'll get $5 off either your show and shine ticket or your spectator pass. And that's just for the next 24 hours. So you got to watch this video to get that code, well, kind of. And then lastly, we finally got a website for the apparel that's working out pretty good. We got to tweak a few things on that yet, but you can go to petefarms.com, hit the apparel tab, then it'll take you to our third-party site that has all our apparel on it, all the designs last year, and then our new design that just came out. So check that out. Hats are on there. I know they're tweaking a few things on that. But yeah, check it out. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We got a few upcoming truck shows that we're going to be going to also. TNC Truck Fest down in Weaver, Iowa. That's in 2 weeks. And then after that, Raise Hell, Roll Coal up in the Wisconsin Dells. So we got to take the first gen of that and the L5P square body. So I plan to do a video on both them shows, you know, and do a little recap on that. So we'll have some pretty good content coming from them.